So again, attack, counterattack, anticipate, feel, and take risks. The mind here, people. We're going over the mind. How is it that I do it? And what I do here is now I have my 5 senses. What's up, everybody? King Triple C here, the Olympic champ, the flyweight champ, and the bantamweight champion of the world. And today's a very special day because you guys know how much I love Motivational Mondays. I love it as much as I love my cringe. But today I'm going over the art of war and what's made me successful. I've been able to tell all pretty much. So the Triple C mindset is officially out, and I want to break down the mind. And there's 3 entities that I'm actually going to show tomorrow. So I call it mind, body, science. But since you guys' attention span is a little different, today I just want to go over the mind. How is it that I calculate myself with the person that I'm fighting, and how is it that I can bring honesty and my biomechanics and my gifts in order for me to have the best probability of winning. So please, you guys, listen. This is revolutionary what I'm going over here. So again, I'm going over the mind. Tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing mind, body, and science. It's going to be, I believe it's like a 22-minute clip where I'm talking about how is it that I form a world championship camp, and how is it that I've gone from pretty much from getting knocked out with Demetrius Johnson to the pinnacle of the world, to becoming the Triple C. So here we go, the art of war, and today we are describing the mind because that's what separates me and that's what makes me different. These are the 5 senses that I feel when I compete. I call it attack, counterattack, anticipate, feel, and take risk. These are all gifts that we all have. These are all gifts that we all have, right? So what is attack? Pretty self-explanatory. Somebody that's offensive, somebody that likes to get out there. And again, think of wrestling, think of boxing, think of your respected sport, because this works for everything, even in life in general. What is attack? It's a gift to somebody that's very offensive. Somebody that likes to get out there and, that's just their gift. They just have to attack. Counterattack. What is counterattack? Counterattack is pretty much the person that just loves to attack the attacker. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Anticipate. Anticipate is a gift. My brother Angel was like that. My brother Angel, the anticipation is right before the counterattack. Like it's a certain gift that you have. When my brother would wrestle, as soon as like somebody would lift the shoulder or the tweak of an eye, my brother was already in. He had the gift of anticipation. Anticipation is right before the counterattack. Feel. Feel could be something physical, or feel could be just understanding the game, understanding the match. And that's actually more of me. I am Phil. It's almost like somebody that has Phil. Again, it could be physical, or it could be just understanding the game. Whether you're down or you're up, you just understand. You're a competitor more likely. And then the most important one, and the most dangerous one, is take risk. And the reason why I don't say calculated risks is because once you guys start thinking calculations, no, you just have to take risks. So again, it can be calculated risk, but not every time you take risks is going to be calculated. And the reason why this is the most important one is because out of all these here, attack, counterattack, anticipation, feel, and take risk, this one's all about winning. You will do whatever it takes to win. Francis Ngannou, even though he attacks, he's a risk taker. Vitor Belfort, a good friend of mine, he's attacked, but in reality, they're risk takers. Justin Gaethje, he's a risk taker. So what happens is they throw everything they have, and at times it can all fall down. So it's the best gift you can have, but it's also the most dangerous gift that you can have. So again, attack, counterattack, anticipate, feel, and take risk. Again, we're going over the mind here, people. We're going over the mind. How is it that I do it? And what I do here is now I have my 5 senses. Now I'm lining it up with the opponent that I'm going to fight. So if let's just per se say that my number 1 gift is attack, but my opponent's attack game, his gift too is attack too. But it all comes down to honesty. Who is it that has the best attack game? So what happens if my opponent has a better attack game than me, then that means that counterattack becomes my number 1, so I can have the best probability of winning. How do you beat a guy like Demetrius Johnson? How do you beat a guy like Triple C? How do you beat a guy like Jon Jones? Check this out. You have to take risk. The unpredictability is going to be the crazy punch, even if you look down and catches while throwing power, right? So you got to do whatever it takes. You're not going to beat a Demetrius Johnson in attack, counter-attack, anticipation. For the most part, I beat him off of Phil. But you have to take him out by taking risks. Again, one of the reasons why I did beat Demetrius Johnson is because of this. He may be a better fighter at that time, but I was just a better competitor. I knew exactly my threshold. I knew that it was a 5-round fight. Again, I go over even my motivational notes. Like there's even a sense of acting even when you're a Phil. The 5th round came down to who's going to be the best, who's going to take that round. I had to press him. I had to convey the judges, pump my fist in order for me to get the victory. But also, I took risk. So what happens is 2 out of these 5 more likely you're going to use during the fight. So you got to pick your 2. I mean, obviously you could use all of them, but in reality, when it comes down and you respect the opponent that you're fighting, it has to come down to this. I'll give you guys another example. When you guys, you know what's so cool about this too? The 5 senses: attack, counterattack, anticipate, feel, and take risk. Is the fact that you can go back and analyze all your fights. Analyze all your fights. What is it, the mistakes that you made? Are you attacking the attacker who's better than you? Or is a counter-attacker just, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with somebody like a counter-attacker, I base it on feel. You know, if my attack is number 1, you know what I'm saying? And the counter-attacker is attacking me, sometimes I just got to fill out the game, right? Anticipation. Like, these are all, like, you're going to use all of these. So, again, I even think of, like, even in boxing. Manny Pacquiao, Juan Marquez. Manny Pacquiao was number 1, his attack. Juan Marquez, his number 1 was counter. Manny Pacquiao's gift wasn't greater than the fire of the counterattack that Juan Marquez had. So again, if I was to go back and tell Manny Pacquiao as a competitor, how is it that you defeat a guy like Juan Marquez? I would base it more right here on feel, right? So what did Juan Marquez do? He used, remember, again, you're going to use 2 out of the 5. He counterattacked and he anticipated Manny Pacquiao. It's crazy, man. Nobody in the world has ever really broken down the mind like this, man. This is what's made me successful. Again, I've used it in wrestling. I've used it in mixed martial arts. Now that I'm retired, I'm able to convey this whole game towards you guys. And the beauty about it is you and your coaches can go according to this plan. Because what happens if you're losing the 2nd, the 3rd round, and you're pretty much losing the fight? And it all comes down to you taking risk. I see too many opponents, too many people. When they're losing, they're out to get takedowns. They're out to, you know what I'm saying? No. You can't attack. You can't counter. You can't anticipate. You can't even feel no more. You got to go, man. You got to take those risks. Not calculated risks, but you got to take risks. Again, this is the art of war of mind, body, science. And today I just went over the mind. Tomorrow I'm going to be dropping mind, body, science. You guys, please take a glance at it. I know sometimes the cringe is unappealing to a lot of you guys, but please respect, man, the mind and the things that I've accomplished. And ultimately, I'm here to share with you guys. So again, guys, the Triple C Mindset is officially out. You guys go to fanaticwrestling.com, @fanaticwrestling on my Instagram, and you guys purchase, man. This will make a difference in your career. Sincerely, King Triple C.